Hello, it is me, it is Becca, and welcome to my weight loss journey. I don't think that I really need to explain myself as why I'm doing this. I'm getting married in 6 months. Every girl really kind of wants to lose weight, or at least I've always known that there is a weight that I want to be for my wedding, and I'm not it now. For the last few months I have been gaining and gaining and gaining, and I didn't really notice. I of course have picked up on the fact that none of my clothes fit, so I'm making this the first day. I'm going to do intermittent fasting. Basically, within a certain window of time, I'm not going to be eating food because I've eaten enough food and I have a lot of it stored, and I just need to let my body use that up. The other hours of the day I will have a window where I will continue to just eat normally. So there are my alarms telling me at 1 and at 9 that the fasting window and eating window has changed, and yeah, I'll see how it goes. What do you say to the idea that this burger will be the first thing that I eat today?
Are you filming? I think that's silly.
Well, nice to know your opinion. He'll have to take some time, I suppose. It's day 3. My mental clarity is terrible. That is supposed to be one of the benefits of intermittent fasting, but I haven't had enough sleep. I cannot form the words I need to say or even think the thoughts I need to think when I'm trying to communicate to people. So I'm going to down a whole lot of water and go back downstairs to help my mum cater for 30 Canadians. And I won't be eating any of the lovely food. I mean, if I wasn't fasting, I would eat too much. I don't know really what's going on, but I'm a bit stressed. That's what it is on day 3, at least this morning. I hope that in a few hours I'll be fine. I am noticing a change. This is working for sure. We are trying on wedding dresses today, so I'm going to go pick up my mum and my sister and my maid of honour, and we're going to head to the dress store, and I'll see you there.
I've got a secret for the mad. In a little bit of time it won't hurt so bad. And I get that I don't get it, but you will burn right now, but then you won't regret it. You're not gonna believe a word I say.
Some people absolutely hate it.
What's the point in just drowning another day?
And a little bit of your girl's colour.
And I get that I don't get it, but the world will show you that you won't regret it.
So that was an experience that I don't really think I want to repeat. By the end of it, I was definitely having an attack of introversion. My energy was just going down and down. The woman who fitted me into the dresses, and she knows how to talk and does her job well, but the dress that we're looking at getting, there is a chance I could be small enough in 6 months to fit it. They don't want to have me buying a dress that I won't be able to even wear. Tomorrow I will see you again, weighing in after my first week of intermittent fasting. This shot, I'm realizing, looks a bit like I'm showing a pregnant belly, but my intention is to see that belly disappear. Moment of truth, let's go and see if my weight has changed. This is not really something that I want to share because I just feel like I'm admitting that I've been doing things wrong. I might not have been really eating enough. Today at work I had very low energy. near the floor and then would come back up again. It would take some adjusting. The last week, losing 3.2, I just want to recreate that in week 2. I'm pretty scared that I will start losing motivation. Today in particular, I was just not in the mood for more veggies. The end of week 2, time to weigh in. Alrighty. Over half a kilo. It's basically nachos, but instead of corn chips, I've got some crunchy cabbage, coleslaw. I've done my first sugar-free baking. They're quite spongy. They're made with almond meal and sweetened with stevia. I've just learned that air popped popcorn with some ground spice mix is not too bad. Week 3 has gone by really quickly. Let's see how much I have lost this week.
The sound of your laugh has a ring of weariness, and the night has 1,000 eyes, and your smile a heaviness. I've always asked for nothing.
I am about to weigh in after week 6. A couple of updates, a couple significant things happened. One good, one bad. I'll start with the bad. At the end of week 5, I had a huge cramp that happened in my leg. This woke me up in the morning and it was very severe pain. It would not stop, and so I woke up screaming. I made my voice raw. I think what happened is that my magnesium was very, very low. So I've been taking some supplements. I would have them here, but they're downstairs. It felt like bruising for 3 days. After that, I couldn't walk properly. It was so weird. It never happened to me like that before. The good thing that happened, well, I'm losing weight, and my fiance Levi, he's noticing. The other day we were in the park and he offered to piggyback me without thinking, you know, like I was able to just jump on his back and he took me. He might have been, you know, testing out how hard that would have been to carry me, but I didn't feel self-conscious or that he would fail to be able to carry me. I'm feeling really good, and I don't know if I really need to be smaller, but I am really enjoying this diet. So I'm learning more about keto, and that is definitely helping me to lose weight. My carbs and sugar have been like nothing. Yeah, it's just been a total change, and it's crazy that this has only happened in 6 weeks. I'm happy. I'm doing well. I like it. A delivery. You know what? I've never actually tried zoodles before, so I gotta find a spiralizer
and some zucchini. This looks pretty good. Oh, I've been wondering, keto versus paleo, what's the difference? I'm gonna have some fun with this one.
I was having such a good time by the pool sipping on wine. Then you came on Twitter saying I'm bitter. Honey, have you looked in the mirror? Never thought you'd stoop so low. How far down will you go on me online all the time? Can't write you back, gotta catch my flight. I'm going somewhere new, somewhere you've never been to. This altitude ain't the only thing I got over you. You know I got dirt on you. Don't make me spill it, I've got teeth for two. And bitch, I'm gonna sip it. No, you know somebody's gonna come out of this fight on top. It's gonna be you with the bruises, 'cause I've got dirt on you. Now you're up in my face, getting irate. You were so sweet, what changed? Yes, things go sour after they pass the sell-by date. The sun is casting rays, so let me serve some shade. Using my name for fame, and yet you say you're self-made, honey. And when I count to three, you'd best be on your knees. Don't you try coming for me, 'cause I'm the bitch who keeps her receipts. You know I got dirt on you. Don't make me spill it, I've got teeth for two. And bitch, I'm gonna sip it. No, you know somebody's gonna come out of this fight on top.
I haven't done an update in a very long time, but today I got to 15 kilos lost. Definitely noticing that it takes less effort to carry my body around. What is the diet that I'm now doing? Because I started off this video, the premise of this video is that I am intermittent fasting. It definitely helps now that I'm moving on to, well, I'm adding not only intermittent fasting but keto. I was doing that but failing. I wasn't tracking my macros and I didn't realize I was really not doing it very well. My weight plateaued. I wasn't losing any for a long time, and then I realized that I still had to be in a calorie deficit. Now, in the last couple of weeks, I think it's been 3 weeks now, tracking all of my food on my MyFitnessPal. It's a calorie counter app, and it also shows me my macros. So I realized, I've learned, this is a learning process for me, but everything that is food will either be carbs, fat, or protein. Carbs also has a lot of fiber inside of that category, but there's 3 main categories. That's the macros. I didn't know what the macros were. I didn't know if I thought it was too scary to try and track them, but I realize now it's not too difficult. It's really just what out of what you've eaten comes under the 3 categories, and when you're doing keto, you want it to be the majority of your food coming under the category of fat. So I have used MyFitnessPal to actually have some more successful days where my average of the day turned out to be between 60 and 70% of fat, 20% protein, and whatever the rest is for carbs. Now I know how to be a healthy weight and to maintain it in a healthy way. I've worked out some recipes that are just meals I can eat that are huge but low in calories, which is incredible. I'm actually following some thoughts from Leslie Jane. I will link her video that explains her point system to be on 1200 calories a day. I distribute my points or my calories, 400 calories or 4 points for lunch, the same for dinner, and the same throughout the day for snacks. There is intermittent fasting telling me when to eat, I have keto telling me what to eat, and I have MyFitnessPal telling me how much to eat. Yeah, I'm just dabbling and working it out and seeing what is sustainable. I have my oatmeal, which is carb, and my cream, which is fat. So this is a 50-50 carb and fat meal because I'm going to put a tablespoon of nut butter, almond butter. And I know this is a huge bowl, but it's supposed to sustain me till basically 6:30 when I have dinner. So I'm going to watch some Riverdale now. Enjoy this journey, and Rebecca, I am hoping for you, and I hope this goes well, and I know that I've got the dedication to do it, but I will see you there, and then we'll debrief at the end. Well, hello there! We have come to the end of 6 months intermittent fasting. It was a long time ago that I first sat down here to make this video. I have weighed in now at 71.6 kgs. Here I am at the end of 6 months. You would have just seen some clips of my weight going up, and that was because I allowed myself to eat some oatmeal every now and again, maybe once or twice a week. It just goes to show how much water your body holds on to, especially if you've had carbohydrates. And so that is a huge lesson that I have learned. I need to stop being scared of water weight. It's a significant amount that a person can contain of water weight. The first couple of weeks where I was losing weight, it was 4 kg in 2 weeks, or like 3.6 in the first week. So that was water weight, I've realized, and that happens a lot, you know, especially when you go into keto. For the last however many years I have suffered from chronic acne. The perpetrator was sugar the whole time. It's poison to my body. That is a huge difference that has happened. My skin is actually clear. I'm having breakouts as that monthly thing that happens to girls, which sucks. That even though I worked my ass off getting rid of the sugar in my diet, I still have to have breakouts. That's not fair. But it is what it is. I'm filming this Monday and I get married Saturday. I still want to be able to look good in a bikini. So I want to enjoy that while I am away. LA is what, 45 degrees, at least 42 the other day. So that for me is already going to be intense. But I won't have over 15 kg of a layer keeping me warm and sweaty in that. So I am very thankful to past Rebecca for losing the weight, so that now I can just not have to be so uncomfortable when I am in LA next week. I have found this experience incredibly educational, and I feel like I am in so much more control of my body, and I know more about the things I'm putting into it. So thank you to anybody who's made a video that I watched about keto or intermittent fasting, and Liz or Jane for her tips. I'm finding it really easy, or I'm comfortable to be on 1200 calories a day at this point. It's gonna be tough if I'm gonna do this while we're away in America. I already taste the food I thought was normal, and it's got too much sugar in it for me now. And then I'm gonna go to America and I'll taste their food. If I have sugar in my blood and it makes shit happen in my body that does not need to happen, I am so much better off without it in my system. So that is a huge thing that I have learned, and I mean to continue to be in control of that. I fit my clothes better now, and I am just so much more confident and more comfortable in my own body. I think that I am more, you know, who I'm supposed to be. My fiance, and will be next week, husband, he's able to pick me up and it's not gonna break his back, which is just, you know, it adds that element to our relationship. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Like it can change you to not be scared that another person can't pick you up. And I can live a better life now. I can do things that I couldn't do before, and I am just so grateful to myself for making this decision to lose the weight and being diligent about it. The decisions that I made to do this and committing to it and staying committed, and I'm really proud. I hope that you have enjoyed watching this. I hope you learned something. Definitely ask me questions about stuff, because I feel like this was a case study, you know, a research case study where I tested my body and I learned some things about my diet and what things would happen to me if I ate a certain way. I have a lot still to say about it, so if you have any questions, please comment below. Please be interactive. I thank you for watching, and otherwise I will see you in another video. Goodbye.